Home alone at 15, a knock at the door changed everything. And the decision she made in that moment may have saved her life. It was a quiet Friday evening in the suburbs of Oregon. The sun had set early, and the houses in the cul-de-sac glowed with porch lights. 15-year-old Emily Carter had the house to herself. Her parents were out at a late dinner for their anniversary, and her little brother was at a sleepover. Emily was excited. Being home alone made her feel independent, like she was grown up. She had snacks ready, her favorite hoodie on, and a new horror movie queued up on the TV. The house was calm, too calm. Emily curled up on the couch, scrolling her phone when the doorbell rang. At first, she froze. No one was supposed to come by. Her parents never had surprise visitors. The doorbell rang again, this time followed by a few soft knocks. Emily got up, heart thumping, and went to the front window. Peeking through the curtain, she saw him, a man, late 30s, maybe early 40s, medium build, a plain jacket, and a baseball cap pulled low. He stood on the porch with his hands shoved into his pockets, glancing around nervously like he didn't want to be seen. Emily's stomach twisted. The man noticed movement behind the curtain. He leaned forward, smiling, and said in a muffled voice, "Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm your neighbor from down the street. My phone died. I just need to make a quick call. Could I come in and use your phone real quick?" Emily's instincts screamed no. Her dad always said, "If you don't know them, don't open the door." Ever. But the man's smile didn't fade. "Come on. It'll only take a second. Just a quick call. My wife's waiting for me." Emily's throat went dry. She stepped back from the window. Her voice shook as she replied through the door. "Sorry, I can't. My parents aren't home." The man's smile faltered. There was a pause, too long of a pause, before he spoke again. "Oh, well, maybe you could just hand me your phone to the door then? Just for a second." Emily shook her head. "Sorry, I can't help you." That's when his tone changed. The fake warmth drained away. His voice turned low, almost irritated. "Kid," I said, "I just need to use the phone. Don't make this difficult." Emily's skin prickled with fear. She backed away, her heart hammering. For a few seconds, silence. Then, asterisk the sound of the doorknob turning. Asterisk. Her breath caught. He was trying to handle. Thank God it was locked. Emily sprinted to the kitchen, grabbed her cell, and dialed her mom. No answer. She tried her dad. Straight to voicemail. She didn't want to call 911 and seem dramatic. What if he really was a neighbor? But something in her gut told her this was not right. Meanwhile, the man was still at the door. She could hear his shoes shifting on the porch. Then, faintly, a whispered curse. And then, silence. Emily crept back toward the window. The porch was empty. Her body shook with adrenaline. Maybe he left. Maybe it was over. She was wrong. A few minutes later, the sound of gravel crunching in the backyard made her heart drop. Someone was walking around the side of the house. Emily killed the TV, shut off the lights, and crouched in the hallway, trying not to breathe too loudly. She clutched her phone, debating whether to call the police. Then she heard it, asterisk the back door rattling. Asterisk. The man was testing it. Emily whispered to herself, "Please stay locked. Please stay locked." After what felt like forever, the noise stopped. Again, silence. Emily dialed 911. The operator's calm voice steadied her trembling hands. She explained in a whisper, "There's a man outside my house. He said he was a neighbor, but he tried the door. He's in the backyard now. I'm home alone. Please send someone." The operator told her to stay on the line, stay hidden and stay quiet. Minutes dragged on like hours. Emily huddled in the dark, listening. Then came the sound that made her blood run cold. The sound of a window being slid open. The man was trying to get inside. Emily pressed the phone tighter to her ear, whispering, "He's trying to open a window. Please hurry." The operator's voice was calm but urgent. "Stay where you are. Officers are on the way." Suddenly, flashing blue and red lights washed across the curtains. The man bolted. She heard footsteps pounding to the backyard, fading into the night. Two officers rushed to the front door. Emily finally opened it, tears streaming down her face. They searched the property but found nothing, just footprints in the mud by the windows. When Emily's parents arrived home, pale and frantic, the officers explained what they discovered. The man was not a neighbor. No one in the cul-de-sac recognized his description. And worse, neighbor security cameras caught him early that evening, walking slowly up and down the street, stopping at multiple houses and peering into windows. He had been hunting. The police never caught him. But Emily's decision to trust her instincts, to never open that door, may have been what saved her life that night. So what do you think? Was this man a burglar looking for an easy target, or something much worse? One thing's for certain. Emily's story is a chilling reminder. Trust your instincts. If someone shows up at your door claiming to be a neighbor or asking for help, you never owe them entry into your home. Because sometimes a locked door is the only thing standing between you and a nightmare. If you enjoyed tonight's story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, stay safe, stay smart, and never ignore that gut feeling.